Now, if you're here today, hopefully you are someone who is interested in upping your revenue and creating your own training courses to really share your expertise with the world. Raise your hand if that applies to you. Yes, you're all in the right place. Well, I'm excited to have you here because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So let's get started.
What stood out the most to me during Courtney's session was how consistently engaging she was with all of her questions and the activities that she gave us to do during the training. It was never boring. It was always fun and thought-provoking and easy to do. So I really had a great time.
Turn to a neighbor or two, and I just want you to share your name, your area of expertise, and the one icebreaker you've ever participated in that really you just loved. Let me give you about 2 minutes to do that. Go for it.
And not only did she teach us, but she had us actually do it as the participants in the audience. So we weren't just sort of sitting ducks in the audience. We actually interacted with other people and learned exactly what she was teaching us today, which was phenomenal.
So for those of you that are keynoters, and raise your hand if you're primarily a keynoter today, or someone who speaks, and raise your hand if you're primarily a trainer. Awesome. What do you guys think the difference is between keynoting and training?
Fee.
The fee. That is so true. Time is another one. In the back?
I heard somebody say last year at the conference, they said the keynote is to tell them why, and the training is to tell them how.
Oh, that's brilliant. And you might have, it's almost like you were psychic and you looked in the slides, because that's exactly what I think too. You guys know why we do icebreakers, right? Why do we do them today? What's the benefit of it? Just shout it out. Energy in the room, warm up, relationships, breaks down barriers. And all those things are things you have got to do if you're going to have a viable training class, because training is not like keynoting. Training is not 90% you, 10% them. It is very much 90% them and 10% you in the best case scenario.
I would describe Courtney's speaking style as highly engaging from an audience perspective. Her vocal projection, her inclusion of activities, her ability to make the content very relatable and actionable were very impressive.
All right, so was that activity hard or easy? Harder. Why was it hard?
There were multiple layers to it.
There are multiple layers to it, right? Creating a good activity is not a simplistic thing.
The great things was having other people to say, that's really complicated.
Oh.
Because sometimes you kind of get a bit carried away and you think, oh, this will be brilliant. And then someone's looking at you like,
no.
What? And that's really helpful.
It's a good point, Tiffany. It's absolutely. Sometimes we got to bring you back down to earth. Or that's a really good idea, and let's tweak it to be this, right?
I would say if you are looking to deepen your training, you need to see Courtney Ramsey's presentation, because she will give you very usable skills and take-homes that really stick. Awesome.
What is the one thing you can take from this session, go home and implement today? Because in my heart, my dream for you guys is that you can take what you learn and in 90 days, have something you could be test driving for your clients.